I'm Claire. This is a collection of original poems that I happen to be proud of, so hope you enjoy. This first one is a poem that I wrote with my friend for an elective. We are performing it in this video.
A cloud drifts across an ombre blue canvas,
constantly changing as though it were a collection of white iron filings being drawn by
an invisible magnet, or as though it were the foam on the crest of a wave.
Living the last moments of
a short and unsatisfactory life,
never happy with where it is,
never happy with who it is, but also what it will become.
A little girl walks through society, innocent and not yet shaped by the glares and snarky comments.
She does not yet have to choose between option 4 and option 6,
when really she would rather be a 5 7/16.
You tell her, never grow up. You tell her, never change. You tell her, don't do it. It's not worth changing yourself to please the world.
And she will promise you.
Yet she will break her promise. She will cut her fingers on the edges of her mirror.
Carve at her arms, her legs, her everything with the knives of her peers' disdain.
Criticizing herself for being too much. She just wants to be different, just like every other cloud in the sky.
Never happy with where she is.
Never happy with who she is, but also what she has become. Even with the whole world laid out for it to conquer,
the cloud goes
only where the wind tells it to. The sun cries, don't let it change you. The leaves whisper, choose your own path. The birds chirp, don't let the wind drive you from your roots.
Wind has no power, it only blows.
Clouds create silhouettes unrepeatable,
beautiful in their own nature,
but shaped by another.
Never happy with where it is.
Never happy with who it is, but also what it will become.
She will turn to her friends
before she builds up the courage to turn to her mirror,
to make sure she looks good enough before she sees for herself.
You tell her, grow up. You tell her, give it up. You tell her, you need to step back before you come back.
And she will step back. And she will consider never coming back. Never happy with where she is.
Never happy with who she is, but also what she has become. She is not alone. She is surrounded by a mob of lost hopes, lost treasures, lost promises,
troubling over whether they could allow themselves to live, or if they're better off just existing.
She makes herself believe it's for the good of the world,
when really it's for nobody's sake.
Don't let yourself believe lies. Don't let yourself break promises.
And remember, if you do, you need to
step back before you come back.
The second one was actually a poem I had to write for English after reading To Kill a Mockingbird. We were supposed to use a quote from the book, so here it is. A crash shatters the silence as a round glass orb drops from its perch at the top of the Christmas tree. An expression, a point of view, shattered on impact because that ornament said the wrong thing. It is almost as though I am speaking to a crowd of paper dolls and my words were scissors. It is almost as though those were my words falling from the top of the Christmas tree. You never really understand a person until you consider things from their point of view. Until you climb into their skin and walk around in it, they cry as a last resort. But all anyone can hear is the crash as they hit the ground. It is almost as though I were lost in a crowd, all shouting the same things but in different words. A campus is a prison. The Christmas tree in the town square is a condemnation because the people that put it there must have bad intentions, right? It is almost as though the shattered glass on the tile floor is the second side, the unpopular opinion, unheard, because no one else thinks the same way. You can be a paper doll, but I'm not a pair of scissors. This last one was actually inspired by my grandparents' fireplace. It sounds random, but it worked out, so here it is. Tendrils of bright orange paint splatter across the blackened bricks of its cage. It leaves its embers to die on a burning bed of ash as it reaches up with spindly orange fingers trying to grab something just out of its reach. Its wide mouth opens, teeth and tongue shaped by an invisible paintbrush, gasping for a breath of oxygen in its small charred brick prison, suffocated by its own hot breaths of smoke. It laps against the mesh doors of its cell, the only thing escaping being the heat of its anger and the smoky smell of a midsummer barbecue. As its fiery grandeur diminishes, its frail neck cranes back one last time to observe the smoke with jealousy before it escapes through the chimney. Thanks for watching.